Hello everyone, peace be with you. Welcome to this Jacko Club's production. Today we are going to be jumping into the much beloved fantastical world of Tamriel. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for being here. Please consider liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell button for notifications if you do. You can find us on various social media platforms linked in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into it. Like I said when I came back, there'll be a couple extra thoughts. Finish off where we left off last time. The first thing I want to start with is the applications of swearing, right? So we just talked about why it's not bad, but why it can be good is because it gives people an opportunity to, human conversation in general needs tools that allows them to make it clear that a conversation has exited a formal setting and into something that's very deeply personal and is gritty, especially something that's wrong. And it's also essential for, even the Bible tells us there are both times to turn the other cheek and times to engage in a tussle. And when the latter happens, sometimes it is great to have a means of expressing that isn't physical. So, important things. It does have some importance. That being said, also know that it is also important to make our default settings love, right? The disciplined mind is important to any sort of moral life, any moral way of living. It requires a degree of command over one's impulses, one's habits. Humans are very habitual creatures. Those things bleed over into other parts of their lives, so be mindful of what you do. If you are going to have any habit for what you just blurt out when something bad happens, make it something good. Speak love in those moments. And that is the transition to the last point, which is if you are a kid watching this right now, if you're watching it live, watching it in post, and you are in a household where your parents, they would not approve of you watching content where such things are involved, you should stop what you're doing and go kiss your mother and tell your parents how much you love them. Because at the end of the day, though I don't know personally even how I exactly feel about when it is appropriate for such things to enter someone's life, I can tell you for a matter of fact that the rules of obedience exist for a reason. We'll use just gaming for an example, as that's what we're here doing today. Right? You'll see games like Skyrim where you will never want to go back and play without DLCs because it had a consistent creative vision. And the same goes for parenting. Parenting done right, it will carry over into the rest of your life. These things you put aside for the sake of childhood and for the sake of your parents will still be there for you when you come to a point where you get to make the decision for yourself. But you're also going to find things like the games we play on this channel, things like Overwatch, things like Minecraft, where you kind of wish you could turn back the clock sometimes and play a different version, or even do on games like Minecraft. Because some things, it can go very wrong when you start to mix different people involved in the same project. And so even if you might not wholeheartedly agree with your parents, if they are not totally wrong, you both owe it to them for what they've done for you, and you owe it to yourself. It's going to make for a better day, and it's going to make for a better future. And you only have this time once in your life, so put your all into getting it right. That's the end of my piece on that. I hope that it helped. Alright, Uthgar, what are we doing? I'm carrying too much. Heavy weight on my shoulders. Let's throw some stuff in this chest, and then we gotta level up. Have I ever gotten Daedric armor early on? Yes, I have. I feel like you haven't really deeply gotten yourself into the Skyrim culture if you haven't just played a game where you looked up how to get Daedric armor fast and just speedrun it. Because everyone plays this game for the first time, sees Daedric armor, says that's the coolest thing in the game, and then goes out and gets it as much as they can. Then later on, you start to have the transitions where, you know, you mature and you're like, okay, you know, it's just black and it's red and could be better, and there are other cool things, and you don't dislike the Daedric Arbor anymore, but you appreciate, you know, the things the game has to offer. That's where I am right now. But yes, Daedric Armor is still really, really cool. And yes, I've absolutely gone out of my way to get early on in the game. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's because I'm, you know, talking to chat right now. Oh, someone in chat is currently wearing Daedric Armor that's already enchanted. Very nice. Happy for you, man. That sounds awesome. And go wreck some fools with that. Make some bandits regret choosing a life of crime. Let's level up. Taking a second to look through this, give chat an opportunity to let me know what they think I should improve. I'm gonna go with health. I need that for where we're going. And get first 20, yeah. Let's get another point in archery. We got a few points to spend. It's kind of weird. I don't know how we have 2 more points to increase, but apparently we do. Using a lot of two-handed recently. Wow, we haven't even done that once. Definitely want to do that. What else can we do? Using a lot of destruction mech. Oh dear. Destruction magic recently. Get that? Let's get moving. So that people who are watching this in post has something to do with this time. Engagement is very important. We gotta keep moving too. Try and keep an eye on it. Oh, on PC, I see. It's a typo. Could have gone out of their way. Abbreviation or that. Okay, we got some snipping to do apparently. I think there's a few dead bandits in here along with the necromancers. Been one heck of a fight.
These thralls of yours are slower than Argonians in a blizzard.
Feel free
Else,
to
huh?
grab a
Vampires, maybe.
I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor.
There goes another one.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless.
Interesting. We are walking through.
They seem less intelligent each time you raise them, if that's even possible.
As long as they can swing a pickaxe where I tell them, they're as smart as we need them to be.
Okay, so they're that kind of thrall. I guess the bandits must have tried to use this as a lair. And they got killed by the Draugr.
Themselves for a few minutes.
Or these necromancers took them out. But either way, none of these people working are actually alive of their own accord. Necromancers are gone, so it's the perfect time for me to get some stealth kills. Doesn't like partially notice, but she was totally unfazed. Suppose this was what being undead can do to a person. Perception. And keep our eyes out for those guys coming back. Probably just want to take care of them and then come back and loot. But this actually, interestingly, talking back to that viewer, will be my first time beating the game on PC too, because I played it on console mostly when I was younger. I've beaten the game several times over, but technically this is the first time I'll beat it on PC. Even though it's not my first PC run. A useful scroll. Take that too. Now these guys were the ones who are already dead, so it looks like these necromancers bit off a little more than they could chew. Not really my problem. I think we just let them duke it out. Back to it. Now that their sufficiency low, we can probably get a couple of stealth kills off here. And as well as I thought. Finish that Draugr at least. Yep. Same old philosophy we were talking about earlier, where better to pick off someone that's low, so they can't do damage to you anymore, than just decrease the health of someone that's already pretty, he gets, what was I saying? Just not going to die, even if they do a lot of damage, because you're not going to stop them from doing the damage to you by your hitting them right away. Where's you with the other guy? Looks like our necromancer problem must be solved. Waited till the fighting stopped. No qualms about leaving their bodies stripped on the floor because they deserve it. Necromancers, meaning they are scum of the earth. Deserve whatever they get, basically. Not gonna strip her naked. Wish her body could have disintegrated, so we could have taken it. But she is a woman, and her dignity is a little in a different form, let's say, than getting too much into semantics than for men. That would be a little bit worse if we stripped them naked. So for their sake and everyone else's, we will leave her clothes on. Hope that clip is not taken out of context. Here's pretty darn cool. Am I right? Like, does a lot of damage, carries a lot for us. Know to get gained early on in the game, and actually has a pretty cool backstory. I do respect anyone who's really passionate about being a warrior. I think that's cool. It's a classic arc. You just, it's a nice touch to have companions in games like these, because you're walking through all these dark, scary tunnels. It's comforting to have a friend. 2 ways to go. Or Draugr that way, so maybe not there. Our entrance does tell us something about the intensity of this dungeon. There are a lot of Draugr in the entranceway fighting those necromancers. We can expect larger quantities all around, and they're quite dangerous. Look, I suck, man, okay? Can you just, like, stand still? Stand still. Bleh. How did you miss? I wanted to take it easy on me, but not that easy. Oh, he died. Very aggressively. Thanks to Uthgerd. Uthgerd the Cool. Trying to stay positive here. Love, for example. What earlier? Eat. 3 dead bodies. I feel complete. Times. Already forgot what was down there. Is there anything? No, I think this is just like a way out later, I think. Should get some music on the stream for intermission periods too. I got to set up soon. We're very nearly, speaking of quality content, we're very nearly at the point where I'm going to feel comfortable make sort of the next transition for the channel, which will be into a place where like we have ad breaks and stuff like that. We become like a full-on real deal Twitch channel and YouTube channel. Something that is designed to make me money instead of being solely a hobby. But I want to get the experience completely right first. I don't want to make someone have to watch an ad for content that hasn't been fully optimized yet. And there's a few more tools, very nearly there, like I said. A few more tools available to just your run-of-the-mill Twitch streamer and things like Stream Elements that I can still get on here. Namely visual overlays and music. After those 2 things are done, plus Discord, then we'll kind of make that transition. Having more extras content once we get near the end of the year too, because I'm going on some big trips, so some fun stuff to vlog then. Been playing VR chat for a year and a half. Really into that thing, man. That's cool. game you got the most out of it was Minecraft while fighting the winter storm. A few things in that I feel like
That's all you got?
I can mostly understand what you're talking about, but there might be a couple things I'm missing in there detail-wise. About like, were you playing it during a winter storm, or you enjoyed having something to do, or is it that, you know, you're in a tundra biome in Minecraft? Something specific to the VR experience, perhaps, talking about? Don't know why I'm stealthing through this guy. There's only like a couple guys in here. Let's just go bludgeon him. I should have blocked first. I only have two-handed. They like always lead with a strike. Most do, but one-handed guys you can dodge, I guess, is more what I'm getting at. You can dodge just about anything though. You just gotta know how to time it. Best way to learn how to avoid the attacks is to try them out yourself, to be honest. Get comfortable with your own timing, how long it's going to take you to hit a guy when you really build up a slash. Guess that other guy forgot I existed, but he's relearned. He's going to make his way down here. Pop out one of these sides. Ah. This Scully's gonna pop out. Hopefully that didn't leave anyone with a jump scare. Uthgerd, you are cool. You're also unbroken. But cool. Just say and. Those things are not mutually exclusive. Ah, a mutated wither. I didn't know that. I thought the... Oh man, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The guy in the new sort of underground stronghold. I forget its name too. Alright, I'm not that well versed on new Minecraft. I played it... Like, I'm one of the people with the OG capes. I was playing it way, way, way back in the day. There's a few of the new things that just don't have the names to unlock as much anymore. But I thought it was that guy. That's crazy. But I can see why that would, like, the VR experience would be so cool there, because it can get monotonous when you're playing with a controller or a keyboard and just, like, constantly dodging and weaving a guy. Like, a really protracted fight. Unless there's a lot going on that's visually interesting, it just, like, you feel like you're just hitting keys. But when you're in VR, you can actually feel like every swing matters. So I can definitely see that. You don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about, like, the behemoth that exists underground. You can't make noise or he comes and just murders you. Warden. Warden is what I'm thinking of. For the record, chat didn't tell me. People on YouTube can't verify that unless they go into I suppose, the whole VOD. But I will maintain that I got that myself. Because it's true. Wait for the guys to pop out of their thing. There we go. Step back, Uthgerd. Oh! What do you mean, what am I doing? You walked right in front of my shield bash. What are you doing? As penance, you will kill that person for me. So that I can... We're nearly at the point where I'm going to stop looting bodies so much because it's just not a lot valuable on them. Let's slow down the game time. It's a bad RPG habit to just, like, no matter what, always check every body. We'll get to a point, though, where we're not going to do it for every single thing we come across. For everyone's sake. So how long did it take you to beat the Winter Storm? You can prefer to use XV, because you have those at, like, the beginning and end of your thing. 3 days to finally beat it. That's intense. That's it. You gotta think about that. That's really cool for a game. Be able to make you want to keep coming back to the same boss for 3 different days. I think about, like, if you were just, like, outside playing horseshoes or whatever, like, any sort of mundane game, games that or tasks have been around for centuries, a game or a task or a hobby, like that's going to wear off on you pretty quick if things aren't going well. It takes a lot for a game or a franchise to make you want to play it even when you're losing. Often what makes the difference between kind of a party game and a sport. You know, you'll play cornhole, it's fun, but you're not going to watch competitive cornhole, you're not going to do it in your free time really, at least most people won't. You can certainly find a way to make it that, but that's a more personal experience. What makes something a sport is that like it consistently can grab people and engage them. I feel like watching even when they're losing. Looks like we have a little puzzle here. You had guns, so was it a modded Minecraft, I'm guessing? There's no guns in vanilla Minecraft. Whole spawn area was destroyed. I can believe that. That's wild. Okay. Leave Uther behind for just a minute. So is Winter Storm a modded entity? Is that why I haven't heard of it before? It's not in vanilla. Skelly bums. I did all this to get some cool loot and you're telling me it's gonna be skelly bums after all that work? Apparently not. Not very cool loot. But at least no skeleton. Skelly bums is a Minecraft reference, but something I noticed about myself a while ago that kind of just came maybe from watching like groups of the Yogs cast back in their golden day. Or just like I never refer to skeletons as skeletons when I play that game. That was a little nice completionary note for me there. Last time I played this game, I couldn't figure out how to get back there, and it would have kind of been obvious now that I think about it, but there we go again with another element that just makes it replayable, right? Ooh, ancient wood arrows are as good as steel arrows, so we do want to pick those up. I see. So it is a modded NPC. That's still cool though. It's really cool. Cool for a mod to give you that kind of gaming experience. One of the great things about a modded community, to be honest. Okay, you three should probably... I don't know. This is a trap. What? They did like there's a whole Indiana Jones pedal. Whole ass Indiana Jones pedal. Pedestal. And no trap. Okay. I'm disappointed, Skyrim. Put in something really cool there. Boulder fall from the sky. That way I'm telling you is probably that's progress, but can't miss that. Horn is the other way. This did actually work out well, timing wise. I did say earlier when to get to the Blaze storyline, but just doing this, I think it'll work well that we can wrap up on a note of our last discussion topic and be like the character of Jurgen Windcaller. We're definitely gonna have to explore in there. Never trust a waterfall to not have loot. Some ethereal. Okay, that's good to have, especially for dwarven ruins. Fight me! Fight her! I don't want to fight you. I'm just kind of tired of fighting Draugr, to be honest. Watch pot never boils, they say. Uther, take care of it. You used my fire staff? I was gonna sell that. I didn't know companions did that. Especially not melee companions. Increase their value, but at least, you know, at least you had some fun. I approve. Like the initiative, Uthgard. Okay, so you have to destroy command block the heart of the winter storm. Is it a static NPC or is it like a straight up storm? I got loot. Happy about it. Okay. Okay, that's the way back up. We want more loot, we gotta go that way. There's a Draugr up there, I don't know who killed him. Oh, we threw him off! Oh, wow. That's awesome. We have been reunited, my friend. Useful? It is. I don't need it right now, though. I haven't really been playing this as a Forge Master. We gotta find some of it. We gotta do a little bit of it at some point. I'm making a point of leveling that up, because we'll definitely want to have it to make Dragonbone armor later. Orcish Warhammer? Okay. Ladies and gents, we are in a good spot. Sure, come here and take some more loot off me. We gotta... I hate this puzzle. Let me look at chat one last time before I do that. This whole time, I thought we were talking about a winter storm. Apparently it's a wither storm. My bad, XV. Maybe you misspelled it earlier, maybe I misread it. It knows your location at all times, and it infects you with... Come on. Hey, what? I didn't know you could double tap that shout. Rasante. What was I thinking?
Trouble ahead.
You don't say. Webs usually tell me that, but I appreciate it. Sometimes you gotta be able to just say the quiet part out loud. Even just to bond over it. I appreciate it, Uthgard. I like you. I like extroverted people in general, to be honest. Orcish bow is what I wanted. Thank you. So how do you kill the Wither Storm exactly? The same kind of trouble we were both thinking of. I see. So this is more using my shout stuff. Some of these gotta be booby trapped, right? You're meant to use the shout to get past. I feel like there's gotta be something that makes it clear what path is safe and what isn't. It's going off yet, but you don't need. Yeah, you can just do that. Alright, these are. So some of them are fine? Oh, boyo. Maybe don't stand in the fire? Maybe a good idea, Uthgard? Please follow me. Don't just burn to death. Uthgard! Please stop. Come this way? No, that burns too. There's no real safe path, is there? Oh, game just gave up. Yeah, I would give up on her too. What's a command block weapon, XV? So you have to fight it with a command block weapon. I don't know what that means. Thank you to everyone who's watching right now, by the way. Grateful to have all of you here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Remind anyone watching that it is totally free to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or follow if you're on Twitch. Please also, if you're enjoying, please consider giving us a like on YouTube. If you stick around, there will of course be, once we get to a point where we're allowed to do it on Twitch, there'll be Twitch subscriptions with rewards for that. Eventually channel memberships too on YouTube, if you'd like to help support the channel that way. For right now, the best thing you can do is follow and be around, get our follow count up and get our average viewer amount up, and that will get us up to where we need to be to have Twitch start paying us out a little bit of the money that we get from the ad revenue. I'll also open up more things for us to be able to. Expecting this to be a lot more intense. So the horn,
Don't see that every day.
really supposed to be up there. Wild. I dig it. Ancient Nords. By what means you constructed this, I do not know. Maybe using dragon magic. I appreciate the dedication to one of your dead. Being said, where's our horn? Dragonborn, I need to speak to you urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and I'll meet you. A friend. Well, we know where we're going to go if we need to get our horn back, and it is still our quest. Even just for the sake of preserving the integrity of Skyrim's history. It belongs in a museum! We need to get that back. Sorry, I had an Indiana Jones moment there. Ancient Nor, is there any cool loot with these big old bird heads? They're supposed to be dragons, or are they birds? Cool as vultures. They don't look like dragons. Even though they're black, I don't see the Nords having any reason to have like raven or vulture imagery. Maybe raven, especially since kind of the lore behind these barrows, like the undead that rise here, is that they were bad people, so they're risen by dragon magic. And you also, an average player might not know this, but the writing on the tomb here is in Daedric, which is the demonic language of the game. So there's something a little bit sus about Jurgen and his being buried here. Those were definitely different people at the time in history. Or at least has something about a gray nature to his character. At least a gray nature to the people who buried him. So, XC, what kind of games do you like to play? What kind of games do you like to watch, too? That goes for anyone who's watching right now. Picking up all that gold. What's in this chest? Nice. The 10 out of 10 commentary. The evil nature of the people buried within these barrows is why we feel comfortable just stealing all the money. That just was unnecessary. I'll get better with time. Interessante. So that area we thought was an exit earlier wasn't actually an exit. Probably not important enough for us, especially given like the quality of the loot we've gotten so far. Us didn't have the need to go back. Alright, well. Off we go. I guess we're returning to Riverwood. We can at least return the Golden Claw. Owie! Pick up all this stuff. Make ourselves so super slow. We're gonna fast travel directly to Dragon's Reach because if we do that, we can buy a house. So we'll have to slow walk our way back down there, but at least we'll have a place to store stuff. With the amount of stuff we have right now, I don't trust Bellathor and other people combined to get us where we need to be just by virtue of selling things any faster. And then we will be stuck having to slow walk our way back up there again. Anyways, because you can only fast travel while encumbered if you happen to be on horseback. Well, that was a long and entertaining journey.
Another wanderer.
What's wrong?
Here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Right. Bunch is really gonna make us walk all the way through this place without being able to run, isn't he? But Chad.
My gods, what manner of power is that?
Probably that shouting thing, you know, everyone was talking about last week. Kind of like half the reason I'm a Thane. Do you know who I am?
I serve.
Oh man.
The Jarl is.
Yes,
House I
please give me a
mentioned
house.
earlier is still available if you want to buy it.
Please.
Wonderful.
For the
Here's
love
the
of
key
all
to
that
the
is good
room.
and true and beautiful in this world. Thank you. I
Enjoy
need
your visit to Dragon's Reach.
just somewhere that I can throw my crap. They're gonna yell at me to stop. Sometimes they do that. No one's coming over just yet.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it.
Let me get this straight. In the Jarl's own palace, he sent me a letter. Actually, to be fair, palaces are a big place. Just kind of check out. Let's see what he has to say. Good on him. I want to take it back. Creating new jobs. Jobs for the couriers. Making his life more efficient. Great things all around. Hope we can actually find out what he's saying. That is not the Jarl's note. Oh, wow. I was looking for the wrong Jarl, apparently. And Skyrim was making me click on the wrong thing. Please, please, thank you. Letter from the Jarl of Folkreath. Jack of Clubs. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Siggeir, and I have the honor to be the Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Folkreath. The flame? Excuse me? The fame of your exploits across Skyrim has brought you to my attention. If you're interested in becoming a Thane of Folkreath, I invite you to speak to me the next time you are in Folkreath. Aside from that honor that accrues the title, my Thanes are entitled to a personal housecrawl. I already have both those things. Aside from the honor that accrues to the title. I like that way of saying that. I like that use of fiction. I also can tell you privately that a choice parcel of land in Folkreath will be available for your purchase should your services prove useful to me. I look forward to meeting you in person. I remain Jarl Siggeir of Folkreath. Siggeir. I should not read things. Ever. Or I should read more. One or the other. Why was that so bad? Okay, we got through it. What a great video that was. Hope you'll consider checking out our various other accounts in the description below. We put out uplifting content 7 days a week. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. There's a lot more awesome content on the way. May you be there to see it. May God bless and keep you, and may we all live in eternal communion.